What's up, everyone? It's Chewing Gum, and today I have a Clash of Clans video. Now, we are on our Town Hall 12, as you can see. This account is Chewing Gum Freak. You'd think that's my main, but it's actually not. This is the account that I originally created for donations. So you can see it is pretty rushed. We've got some really little baby air defenses here. We have a lot of different things that are not leveled up. The good thing is that if you look at our profile here, not there, you can see that our heroes are not that bad. So our queen is currently 48, which is only 2 levels off of not being rushed. And we've got our Grand Warden at 23. We've got our King at 37. So we're making relatively good progress here. But today we have enough loot to actually upgrade our Queen. So she cost 156,800 Dark Elixir. I've got the 20% boost on my Gold Pass. And we actually have that. But what I'm wanting to do today is complete this Whirl Power event that's going on, which will give me 2 resource potions, which are going to come in really handy. So what we're going to do is jump into matchmaking, find a base, see how we can do. So I'll be back when I've got a good one. So I was looking through a few bases. I think this one might be not that bad. Since we're rushed and 2 heroes are down, it's not going to be that easy, but we have a level 3 town hall here. I'm not trying to get too many stars. I don't care that much about loot, but I want to get a win so we can make progress on that Whirl Power event that's going on. What I'm going to do is drop the wall wrecker and then have my queen right behind it. So the goal here is to see if my queen can get to that eagle. So unfortunately, the wall wrecker does not make it to that last wall. But we still might be able to get it. Ooh, we've got some Valkyries coming out of the town hall. Or the clan castle, which is not good. Valkyries do kind of an insane amount of damage. Okay, so we are out of luck on that. So what we want to kind of do is have a funnel. We'll do it on that side because the queen and wall wrecker kind of did it on this side already. And what we want to do, we have 2 rage spells, is just to get these miners as quickly as they can towards this eagle. So hopefully they can get it before it starts doing too much damage on us. And you'll notice we have 1 wizard in our composition. That's just to round out our full composition, and we actually do get the town hall, the 58%, so we are going to 2-star this. I don't know if we're going to get much more, but the wizard there on the corner can go and get the gold mine to pick up a little bit more loot, and I kind of blew through my spells pretty quickly. I probably should have held on to them a little bit more if we wanted to get some more value, but we're gonna just leave a few 100,000 loot on the table, which frankly could be a lot worse. But when you don't have all of your heroes and your heroes are relatively low, that's kind of what you have to take. So it's not too bad. We got about 700,000 in golden elixir, 4K dark elixir, plus our bonus over there. All right, so I think what we're gonna do is go ahead and put down my archer queen. I know it's gonna hurt not having her for the next raid, but I want to show you what raiding looks like if you don't have heroes at all. So generally when you're above Town Hall 11, when you start to have 3 heroes, you really want to avoid having all 3 heroes down at the same time because it just makes farming very difficult, especially if you're in the higher leagues. If you're in Crystal League facing a lot of dead bases, it's not such a huge deal. But here, as you can see from the last raid, we were kind of barely able to pick out 2 stars there. Not a bad, I believe it was a 77%, and we got pretty good loot. But we're going to struggle, I think, on the next one. So I'm going to request some Valkyries in the clan castle, and then I'll have to donate to myself, and I'll be right back. Okay, we are back. I hopped onto my main account and gave myself some Valkyries and some a rage spell. So these should work out pretty well. Valkyries tend to do really well, and we happen to have some left over because we are doing the Whirl Power event in all of my accounts. So we're going to look through. Ooh. See, this base looks really great because it has so much loot. But they have a level 5 town hall, all of the inferno towers, all of the wizard towers all look maxed out. I don't know if we're going to be able to pick up a star on this. So I think let's go for it. Let's see. And if it's a giant fail, that's okay. I'm hoping we can still pick up a lot of loot. So what we want to do here is try to help out our wall wrecker. But since, again, we don't have our queen, it's going to be a little bit more difficult. So you can see that, wow, that wall wrecker went down very fast. So we'll try to make a little funnel anyways. So the Valkyries that we need for the event are down. And, oh, they're actually making their way back. Okay. So if we start our miners over here, I don't know if we're going to be able to really get too much percent. But we're shooting for the 50% and or the town hall. Going straight at the eagle because that is the biggest problem. Okay, so we're actually doing relatively well. And when you do miners, the big thing that you want to pay attention to is the pathing of the miner. So making sure that they go in the direction that you want. We have a lone balloon coming out, so it should have our poison spell should take care of that. I didn't want to do anything just in case it wouldn't go down, but unfortunately we were only able to pick up 1 star, but we got enough loot to cover ourselves. So again, my army composition, I forgot to cook something up. My army composition is not the best, so we have miners, and then we have some Valkyries because we need 9 Valkyries for the event, but we make do with what we have, right? So we have 2 more wins that we need, so I will be back to get those when the army is ready to go. All right, so we've waited for our troops to cook, and so we have another minor Valkyrie army. We've actually got 2, so we should be able to do these back to back and get our resource potions. Don't know why it's so difficult for me to say that word. Okay, so what I like to try to do with my wall wrecker is line it up with the eagle. Definitely want to make sure that eagle is taken out, and then of course the bomb tower going down is a hugely good thing. So I don't know if the wall wrecker is going to have enough juice to take out the eagle by itself, but the Valkyries that come out of it will, I think. Maybe. No. Okay, so it's super low. Let's see if that one Valkyrie, there we go, can take it down. Okay, so I think it looks like a lot of the loot is actually in the mines and pumps on the outside. So we will focus our spells on the big group of miners on the outside. And I think everything should work out. Sorry if the in-game sound is a little loud. I was playing with the sound settings there. Okay, so it looks like they're splitting a little bit, but it's really just in two big groups, which is not that bad. I'm guessing, okay, that side kind of fizzled out. Okay, so let's support it with the wizard on the side to keep all the miners in. Looks like they're going pretty well. We're only at 36% though. Don't know if we're gonna be able to win this battle, actually. Ooh, that's a little awk. Okay, but that is definitely what happens when you don't have any heroes up and you're above, Town Hall 9. You can really get by Town Hall 9 with no heroes, but Town Hall 10 becomes a lot more difficult, and then Town Hall 11 and Town Hall 12 are just so tough. So we barely eked out the win there. We didn't get a lot of loot, but it was enough to cover the cost of the army. So things could be worse. Actually, for the next army, we're not going to use any more of those Valkyries. So we've just got one more win that we need, and I will be right back when the clan castle is filled. Okay, so we have our clan castle full of a Valkyrie, a Max Wallwrecker, and a Rage spell. So we just need one more win. I'm looking for a base that is doable. This one looks relatively good. We've got a level 1 town hall, but the eagle artillery is really tucked in there, which makes it very difficult, especially since we have no heroes. Now, this base has a lot of loot, and it's not very well upgraded, but I pressed next on accident, but it did have the royal champion there, and the path to the eagle was not going to be that easy. Now here we also have something similar. I just don't know if we're going to be able to take out that eagle. So these are the things that I'm really thinking about when I'm looking through bases. That one didn't have a lot of loot. So definitely a good combination of the upgrade status, the loot, and the position of really the eagle artillery. The town hall itself is not as important, but I definitely 100% want to take out the eagle if possible. Now this one looks promising. Alright, let's give it a shot. I don't know, because of this single Inferno Tower, if we're going to be able to get it, but we will try. And I think because all of these defenses are starting to shoot, and we're not going to be able to get it, that we will just go ahead and put in all of our miners. Okay, so hopefully, let's see how everything is doing. Okay, so our miners are pathing towards our eagle. Let's give them a rage spell to speed them up and get them closer. Okay, so now the town hall is activated, and there was a hole right here, and what we want to do is keep all of these together and make sure that we are able to get our win. So it looks like it's going to be extremely close. Valkyries under rage are always going to do an insane amount of damage, and they can actually also take out those skeletons extremely well. So that is definitely in our favor. Oh, this one's going to be super close. I don't know if we have the juice to get that last percentage point. Oh my god, that was so close. Okay, we left a lot of loot on the table, unfortunately, but we did get enough loot to cover our army costs, and we got the resource potions. So Let's go ahead and pop both of those. Ooh, we've actually got extra ones. So we'll go ahead and use all of those. So all of our drills, pumps, and mines will be boosted at 2x the normal rate. And we will replace these Valkyries with more miners for the next raids. Okay, awesome. So right now, I know it makes farming extremely tough, like you just saw, but being able to have the wall wrecker, the siege machine, and some good CC troops and a rage spell, we're actually able to win all of those raids, even though we left a lot of loot and a lot of percentage on the table. But our king is waking up soon, and our grand warden and our queen will be very strong when they wake up. So that is awesome. That is going to be it for me today. Don't forget to follow me on right here, Twitter, YouTube, and Twitch over there. I do stream. So come by and say hi. Don't forget to like and subscribe down below. And I will see you again next time. Bye.